This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Hi, everybody. No Nathan today. Roster day off.
It was a roster day off, but we get stuck into some sport, actually, because the Pav hasn't been in here for quite some time now.
Part-time Pav.
Yeah, part-time Pav, or Paris Pav, he likes to go by, but that was a good convo.
I tell you what, he turned up looking sharp as well.
He did.
But it also gave us the opportunity to talk about your footwear today, which I do not agree with, Shaun.
It's on the nose,
this
isn't
is
it?
a slippery slope, and I thought you were better than that. I don't know why I thought you were better than that.
No, probably because I did tell you that I want to up my game to match your style at the moment.
And that's how you thought you were upping the game. You've gone in the wrong direction.
I went in the wrong direction. I was definitely going comfort over style. I've got to say, I love your jumper today. Like, you're really putting on a show in the last month or so.
For those of you who can't see it, which is everybody, obviously, because it's in audio format, it is a red sort of turtleneck kind of number, bright red.
Yep.
Guess where it's from, Shaun?
Vietnam.
Kmart. It's Kmart special.
Oh.
You're welcome. Also on the show today, we got all the Logies lowdown from our on-the-spot reporter, Jason Richardson, who was the first time he'd ever been invited to the Logies and probably the last.
I would have thought so too. He sounded like he would be struggling later today. I've got to say, though, we also checked into him because he's an athletic specialist.
Yes, that's true.
He gives us a rundown of athletics in Australia, which is very good as well.
And also because his daughter is one, which is pretty impressive, really. I know, yeah, so good.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun. This is what I came for. Yeah. Perth's Nova 937. Keep on giving me all you got.
It's 6:04. Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Nathan's got an RDO today, but Shaun has just swaggered in here. Do you want to talk about what you've done?
Well, I've kind of set the scene, actually, for the rest of the week, which is the scene is when you get hit a certain age, you give up.
Well, you've given up, all right. You've given up. Well, you stepped it up last week by starting to wear long pants again, which is great. I appreciated that.
No problem.
But what is on your feet?
Well, I was walking around the house with socks on and I couldn't find my sneakers, realised they were in my car. So I put on these slides that I bought from Bali. They were cheap as chips. And I'd imagine they're kind of
schmattered-ass, yeah?
Schmattered-ass, yeah, something like that. And then I was walking around going, I'm going to go with this. I think, this is what I thought. My good friend Sam, our digital content guru, he would be right behind me and then I'll get a tsunami of people just jumping on board.
Oh, well, I am not surfing that tsunami. I'll give you the tip.
No one's getting on board now.
So you've gone the dark sock with the black heel and black toe, and these white cream slides.
Yeah, they were cream, and I've got a pair of white ones as well. They were like $12 each.
Okay, now you sound like
pairs.
Nathan. I got them; they were so cheap, so I bought 47 pairs of them.
I did think that they were the rip-offs of the Yeezy things that were going around many years ago, but apparently they're not either. Anyway, I did have a vision that I was going to try to step it up lately because you have set the scene in the last couple of months, Nat.
So this is you stepping it up.
That's kind of sometimes you've got to take 2 steps forward, just to step back, just to keep things real.
Look. Just be glad that you're on... to everybody listening, be glad this is a radio exercise. That's all I'm saying. Sam will put it on the socials if you want to see the abomination that is Shaun's feet today.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Nat left here on Friday and my son Cooper, he's 18 and he starts a new job today.
Yeah, so exciting.
So he's working for an airline that's just a regional one here at WA.
Now.
Yeah. Hopefully one day.
Not a pilot, yeah.
No, but anyway, so he needed a car so he can get out to the airport. And we were able to get him a car from Melbourne Mazda. And shout out to Paul. I put it on my Instagram just to say thank you to Greg, the boss of Melbourne Mazda, and Paul, who does the used car sales, because he's got a used car. We're not forking out all the big dollars. Yeah. But he got an absolute ripper, right? So he takes it home, and then it dawns on Megan that now there's 4 cars in the driveway. Oh, yeah. And it becomes a problem, right? So she's been
immediately. So she hadn't thought about it. She just wanted the freedom of not having to drive him anywhere. But but to get that, you had to get him a car, and now there's no room.
Yeah, and then obviously it's musical cars all the time, because some people park in the driveway and others park in the garage.
You move your car, and everybody has to get out and shuffle the cars around.
Every time.
Well, that's your new reality, isn't it?
Yeah, and I said it's not getting any better, because the next dude up, he's only about 6 weeks away from getting his license. So, I mean, he's not going to get a car. He's got like $10 to his name.
Yeah, sure.
But I'd imagine if all the kids stick around for another year, Of course, the oldest.
They're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. Yeah, they pay.
Why
jack
would they?
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But then there'll be 5 cars.
Yeah.
And then she'll be doing a block every 5 minutes.
You really, because you built that house how long ago?
10 years.
Is it 10 years?
Yeah, it's 10 years.
right. Yeah, you need to think about these things, don't you?
Oh, I never do. I
No.
was speaking to a dad over the park the day on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. Many years ago, he built a house and it had a sunken garage with room enough for 4 cars.
Yes.
His daughters were too young. Eventually, he said only about a year and a half ago, they sold their house and they've been renting.
Yeah.
And now
he's like,
the
I
girls
really
are old
miss
enough to
that
get the
4-car garage.
They're all on the street.
I mean, there's not even a car park near you. They could park down near the water polo club, I suppose, but it's a bit of a hike back to the house, isn't it?
Yeah, particularly up those steps. They're the worst.
Well, the kids are all grown up. Shaun, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, but they're not going anywhere.
No, that's true. You got them for life.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star. Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
We did just hear Troy Sivan's My, and that was the song you were listening out for. So to all those people who were on the ball.
You're in with a chance. Cassie was certainly on the ball. Good morning to you, Cass.
Good morning.
Cass, well, the good news is you're in the running. That's great. But we want to know, what's the headline from your weekend? What was the big news?
The big news was my daughter won her last netball game for this season.
Hey!
Congratulations.
Had they been successful during the season, though, Cass?
Terrible, but they've been the worst they've ever played. So it was a big win.
Yeah. So they're not giving the finals a nudge then?
Oh, definitely not.
No, but they've gone out with a win, and that's great.
That's great.
That is great. Did you have to go and watch and stand in the rain on the weekend, Cassie?
Yes, I did. It was pouring down with rain, and I was on scoring, so I couldn't even avoid it.
Oh, that is the worst.
That is the worst.
Hey, Cass, I find it really difficult doing the scoring when I've done it.
Yeah, because you have to concentrate.
Yeah, and you have to... The centre passes have to get nominated apart from the goals. And every position has to be filled in every quarter.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Literally the worst.
Yeah. No, the worst is softball. Softball or baseball. Scoring that is next level. Well done, Cass. You're in the running. Sarah's in Two Rocks. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Great,
Sarah.
Hi.
You're in the running for Nova's Cash Car and the Star. Well done. But what was the headline from your weekend?
I just had my scan done, and I found out that I've torn a muscle in my leg. So
What?
I found out there's a reason why I'm limping. Just in the very front on the top of my thigh.
Yeah, okay. So you've torn a quad. And how did you do it?
I was doing nothing.
Oh.
I did nothing. Like last week I was running at the school carnival and everything, and then Wednesday I went to turn. I turned too quickly and popped. Yeah.
Whoa. Sarah,
that's not good.
As somebody who hurt their knee quite catastrophically by getting out of bed, I can understand where you're coming from, Sarah. So, you get to a certain age and your body just starts giving up, doesn't it?
Know it well.
Well, you're in the running, Sarah. Chris is in Dianella. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Chris, you're in the running for Cash Car and a Star, but we want to know what the headline was for your weekend.
For me, it was coming home. I just did a 30-hour flight back from a holiday in America.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Talk us through the holiday. Show off.
We went out on a cruise from Miami down to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And then after that, did a few days in New Orleans.
Okay, what was the best part of it, Chris, the standout?
I would say New Orleans. Amazing.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it?
Party town.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine the 30 hours on a plane or various trips wouldn't have been much fun.
Oh, it was not. It was very cramped, and it was not fun.
So which way did you have to go? New Orleans, LA, and then LA, Sydney?
No, Dallas and then Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Dallas-Sydney's a long flight.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Oh,
17 hours.
Stinker.
Yeah.
Grim. Oh, well, welcome home, Chris. Welcome home. And welcome to jet lag.
Absolutely. No wonder he's up getting on board with us.
Exactly. He's been up for 6 hours. Hayley's in Byford. Hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Great, Hayley.
You're in the running for Nova's Cash Car and a Star.
What was the highlight of your weekend or the headline act?
Well, my son won his last football game, so they're into semis, and it was also his birthday. So
how old is he?
14.
That's great,
It's a great
Haley.
age, and he's about to stop talking to you, so that's a bit of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did you take care of? Who did he play for and who did you beat?
He plays for Mundajong Centrals.
Yes, Centrals.
And they bet Applecross.
Oh, well, there you go.
Good win.
Hey,
Good
can
win.
I ask you, what was the state of the oval like out at Mundajong?
Oh, it was horrible. Pretty muddy, lots of puddles. The kids love it, though.
Yeah, I was out there a couple of weeks ago for my daughter playing out there, and it wasn't a great day, but after the weather on the weekend, oh
just
my God.
catastrophic. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
well, you're
it's
in the
horrible.
running. Haley, well
Thank you,
done.
guys.
Thanks,
Thanks very
everybody.
much.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun crave a shopping spree, and DFO's got the brands you crave. You're in the know with DFO. Visit dfo.com.au now.
Oh, great prize here. We're talking a $1,000 spending spree at DFO.
Great place,
Beautiful.
DFO. Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. We're going to give you 3 categories. The first one the answer will start with D. The second one, the answer will start with F. The third one, the answer will start with O. Get them all and you win. Simple.
Easy on paper. Akeisha's going to be our first cab off the rank. Good morning to you, Akeisha.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Well, do you understand how this is going to operate, Akeisha?
Yes, I do. So I have to get the answers right to D, F, and O.
Yeah,
That's correct.
That's right. Nailed it.
Okay.
You feeling confident?
Yes.
I like that.
I like your style. So we're going to give you all 3 clues, and then we'll get you 3 answers after that, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go. We are looking for a common animal starting with D, something that is sweet, soft and sticky starting with F, and an American A-lister starting with O. Go, Akeisha.
Dog, sticky date pudding. And what was the last one?
Sticky date pudding doesn't start with F, I'm afraid.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my God. I thought you said F.
No, F, as in D-F-O. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
absolutely.
Keisha. Thanks for playing. Laura is in Alexander Heights. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Laura.
Okay,
there
Laura.
we go. So it is D-F-O.
F-O-F.
Okay.
F for
So
France.
here we go with the same questions. We need D, a fairly common animal. F, sweet, soft and sticky. And O, an American A-lister.
Go, Laura.
Dog, fudge, and I don't know about the O one.
Oh, Laura, 2/3 of the way there. All right, thank you for playing. Helena's in Yangebup. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
All right,
Helena.
Helena, half the work, or 2/3 of the work's been
Yes.
done, really. Helena, we need an animal starting with D, something sweet, soft and sticky starting with F, and an American A-lister starting with O. Go.
Dog, fudge, and Oprah.
You know what you've done, Helena? You've got yourself $1,000 to spend at DFO.
Yay, it's my birthday today.
It is
Hey,
not.
certainly
Helena.
is.
Oh, happy birthday.
It was meant to be, Helena.
I know, yeah. And I think my baby girl for waking me up all night, so that's why I've been able to get up to play.
Oh, babies are the worst, aren't they?
They are the
Babies are the
worst.
worst.
Yeah.
They're trying to ruin your life.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
old's your baby, Helena?
12 weeks.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Helena.
You're right in the thick of it. Is this your first?
Yes, first.
Oh,
Are you getting any sleep at all, Helena?
She's actually not too bad, but yeah, today, I don't know, maybe she's excited because it was my birthday.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
Been up all
obviously
night.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I just want to surprise
Yeah.
mum with her present and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, so excited.
Gee, you're pretty switched on when you're
I
tired,
know,
Helena.
Helena. Great
Yeah.
job. Well
That's a
done.
superpower.
Thanks.
Beautiful work. Well, that's how to celebrate a birthday, isn't it? Guess what? We're going to do it again tomorrow.
All right.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast.
Who asks more questions than Nathan, Nat and Shaun? Kids do. Feed their curiosity and find the answers together with science you can touch, hear and see at SciTech.
Oh, we are on the hunt for WA's brainiest kids.
I cannot wait for this. If you think your kid's got what it takes and wants to win $1,000 plus a SciTech Family Pass, you need to head to novafm.com.au.
And we're not just going to ask some general stuff. We will absolutely go to town on their favourite subject. So you tell us what they're actually good at, what their strength. If they're amazing at knowing everything about sport, then that's the questions we're going to ask them.
Yeah. There's going to be some kids out here dominating a particular area. I'm looking forward to seeing them. You got to have a black belt, okay?
Because what we're going to do is we're going to pit the kids in the topic of their choosing, that is their strength, against adults. To see
how do you reckon this will play out at the top of your head?
I mean, I've seen when kids know stuff, they really know their stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And Shaun, as somebody who has had to do homework with kids, you know.
Yes.
What year level did you have to stop trying to help with their homework because you were just completely lost?
I would challenge any parent to get past year 5 or 6 maths. I reckon you'd struggle. I reckon you do.
Yeah.
Let alone any of the other subjects.
Yeah. Let alone going into like chemistry and stuff in high school. Yeah, no.
Thanks.
All right, so make sure you hit up novafm.com.au and register your smart little kid. Tell us what they're good at, and they could win $1,000 cash. That's nice. Plus that SciTech Family Pass. So novafm.com.au.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Oh, roll the red carpet music, of course. Television's Night of Nights happened last night, the Logies. Larry Emder took it out. But why would we talk to him? When we can find out what really went down from our mate Richo. Jason Richardson, hello.
Oh, God, it's good to chat to you three absolutely beautiful people live here from Sydney. It's a little early in the morning. We're recovering perfectly. Hey, I may have pushed the boat out last night.
Really?
It was good fun. It was a swim through.
Yes. I would have thought so, Richo, and I'm surprised you're even taking our call. You're a bit dry, this morning?
No, I'm feeling good. I've bounced out of bed. I'm ready to go. I mean, yes, it was a great night because I went in with a very, very firm theory. This will be the only time I'll ever get invited to this. I walked down the red carpet with people there taking photos of me and then looking at the back of their camera thinking, who is that?
Hey, Rich, I got to jump in there. Last year, so we barely go to the radio awards night as a team. So last year we went as a team, right? And the same thing happened to us. So we were getting interviewed on the red carpet.
We were pushed into an interview on the red carpet, and it was clear very rapidly that the person interviewing Angela Bishop had no idea who we were, and so she, like the publicist, had whispered like Perth. Our publicist, and so then she just asked us questions about how long the flight was, and then went, "Thanks very much," and then we walked away going, "Oh, she had no clue who we were, or why we were there," which was adorable.
That is classic. Well, it seemed. I hope you enjoyed it because it was good fun being there. When I was sitting, right up the front, table 44. Which was a big disappointment to all the home and away cast because they're mad punters.
Of course.
They wanted to have a bet at Wyong.
It's a tricky track, though. It can bring many people unstuck.
It certainly is. Like that little 180-metre straight, you've really got to be in front of the turn. I tried to tell that to Toadfish, but he didn't really do it.
He didn't go right with it. So, I mean, it's quite the palaver. We know that it did go forever. So what time did you start getting ready and have to go?
This is fascinating. So my daughters just loved all this when I got my instructions through. Because I've watched it afar, watching it and thinking, gee, everyone looks poleaxed. Everyone looks like they're absolutely hammered.
Yes.
And now I know why. It's hair and makeup, which didn't take long. 2 p.m. for me, followed by pre-red carpet drinks at 2:30. Walk the red carpet at 3. Now, for some people, for Larry, that took an hour.
Yeah.
For me, it was 4 minutes.
Yes.
And it was 100
That's
and something
just because you're a really
long.
fast runner.
You are a fast runner, though.
I didn't get stopped by anyone. I got one news reporter asked me to come across, and I went across thinking fantastic. My shoes, who am I dressed by today, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, I talked about the death of Black Caviar.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, that was sad, and we loved her, and she was perfect. She was fast, and she's magnificent. But anyway, I thought it was going to be about me. So they quickly dismissed that. So therefore, you get to then you have pre-dinner drinks. Dinner is hard at 5 p.m.
Oh.
You have 2-hour window from 5 to 7 for food and drinks, and then at 7 o'clock they're starting to get ready for the show, and then you're a lock-in from 7:30 to midnight.
Whoa, that's heavy.
And then you go to the after party.
Yeah.
At where all the networks all blend in together, which would be a bit like the radio awards. It's a bit of fun. So I did a lot of people watching. It was great fun. I love Channel 7 for inviting me. It was awesome.
Hey, Richo, is there anyone you got to meet you'd seen on the silver screen there for a while and gone, oh, yeah, Alf, I'd love to have a chat to him about certain things?
Actually, it was Larry. Larry, I must admit, I think I was a fan early on, and then I, dropped off him probably when I didn't think he was cool. He is so cool. Did you love his speech? I thought his speech.
He did give a great speech, and it's very self-deprecating, which is what we love about Larry. So yeah,
we love that stuff, and I just thought he was absolutely fantastic. So I'm Team Larry. I met him on the red carpet. His beautiful wife, and he was very, very funny. Hey, other thing is, he's very, very small.
Yeah, right.
Oh, very small. I became a very tall man around him.
It seems like
I'm 5'11".
It seems like if you've got a game show host, you're looking for a game show host, you got to be a converted jockey to be able to get a gig.
Grant Denyer, Larry, Yeah,
I felt very much at home. Craig Williams and James McDonald would have felt at home there too, amongst all the other jockeys. He was absolutely brilliant. And we were thrilled, of course, for Channel 7 winning the Women's World Cup best sporting coverage.
Yeah.
Mel McLaughlin and Elise Kellen-Knight was there with M. Friedman. And, of course, Bruce was part of our coverage as well. It was fantastic, and that was obviously a sporting event that just transcends sport in Australia. The most watched TV show of the year was basically the top 3 Women's World Cup Australian games. It was awesome.
Hey, Richo, we've just Googled Larry Emder's height, and according to Google, he's 1.63 metres.
Yeah, he's tiny.
So that's tiny. I'm 168. So
right,
he's 163.
And he's pencil whipped that, a bit like when Shauny used to go in the the players' bio when he was playing AFL footy in his day. 6'4", weight 95 kilos. It's like, come on, mate.
As a comparison, Sonia Kruger's 173, so she's 10 centimetres taller than him.
Absolutely, just towers over it. But what a rip. Hey, what also, hey, Nat, we need your advice.
Yes.
So you notice a few of the cool crew who are maybe more of the, our generation, are running the all black on, the black on black.
Yes.
For the men.
Yes.
What do we think?
I don't hate it, but it can get a bit overdone,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm very much, when it's black tie generally, I'm very much the Bond look. Because if it worked for him,
black and white,
007,
so the white shirt,
just keep it classical. What did you go with, Richard? Because I haven't seen your Instagram this morning.
Oh, please, surely. I mean, everyone in the nation's talking about what I was wearing. What I was wearing, I was styled perfectly by Peter Jackson. 2 suits for $800. I love them. No, they are fantastic. Peter Jackson, in all seriousness, they were great. No, I just went the traditional.
Yeah, you look great.
The traditional look.
We're looking at you now. Yeah. You've gone the penguin suit, essentially, and you look great.
Yeah, penguin suit. Well, because I'm a flog, so no one really wanted me to see me or talk to me, so I played to my strength.
What time do you have to return the suit to Ferrari formal wear?
Well, I have to get the cummerbund back later on.
Hey, Richo, whilst we got you, that was a great wrap-up of what was going on at the Logies there. But whilst we got you, there was a great it was a great moment for your family, actually, and you put it up on your Instagram talking about your fantastic daughter who's made it over to the World Athletics Champs for the juniors.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
I mean, we've just come off the back of watching the Olympics, and Jessica Hull in particular, who went unbelievably well on that 1,500 metres. It must be amazing to be a parent and have your child get to that level and then follow them through.
And you say she gets it from me forever. That's great.
Unfortunately, I married a 2-time Olympian Commonwealth gold medalist in the 5,000 metres, so I've slid down to the 3rd best athlete in my family. How well am I going?
So what's her event? Tell us
encouraging
about
my daughter Cleo. I'm a little filthy on her for being bloody good.
Yeah, tell us about it. What's her pet event?
So she's running the 1,500 metres. Look, she's only 17, and it's the under-20s, and there is a girl in her event from Ethiopia that came 6th in the Olympic final.
Far out.
Oh, good Lord above. So there's a fair chance that my little girl will be just looking up, and that outstanding athlete will be disappearing into the distance. But look, she loves it. Most importantly, she's had a real challenge this year, and parents will be driving along, nodding, thinking about this. Year 12 student trying to balance her studies with year 12. Also going to, an 18th birthday party every weekend.
Yeah, I know. Tough, isn't it?
Plus going training and then getting ready to run against the Ethiopians and the Kenyans. So it's not about the end result for her. It's about the journey. And she's loving it. She's got into camp at the moment. She's arrived into Lima, Peru. And she's rooming with Claudia Hollingsworth, the 800-metre runner who made the semi-final of the Olympic Games, who's 19 years of age. So talented. So I think Cleo's got a little fangirl moment, the fact that her roommate's Olympic semi-finalist.
Yeah, fresh off the Olympics. That's awesome. Incredible.
Hey, Richo, you know a lot about the athletic scene, being, the Stall Gift champion. We've barely mentioned
the athlete of our generation.
Yes, well said.
Still talked about.
Yeah.
Is Australian athletics starting to hit a golden era? Because previously we've never been able to really make a final, but now we're starting to move into areas like that in Olympic Games in particular.
Yeah, I think it's about belief. I've just noted, our athletes are really starting to believe. But where we've got the biggest challenge, our track and field athletes are dominated by our women. And you think, why is that? Well, I think the very best... Well, there's that. And also the very best male athletes at the moment in Melbourne and in Sydney and in Perth and in Adelaide are picking to play professional football. The reality is, you look at the schoolboy... year 12 100-metre race, they're all footballers trying to keep up their speed.
Yeah.
Now, with good training, they might be an elite track and field athlete. So that's the biggest challenge for Athletics Australia. How can you showcase someone like Beth Harlan, see the money she's making and travelling around the world and winning medals and earning a huge income? That's great. So we've got to showcase her and say to our best male athletes, hey, yeah, footy's awesome, but with due respect, footy's a local game. You've got a chance to travel around the world here with track and field. So I'd love to see more elite males start to take up the sport, because the elite females are certainly there and they are leading the way, a bit like our female swimmers.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
There you go. Oh, mate, comprehensive as always.
Yes.
Oh,
covered everything.
Any other topics? Any others?
Yeah, cost of living. You got any thoughts on that?
Mate, what I'd like to talk about, how can you have a call just because Seven lost the Olympics? Did you drop me like a hot butt, you clog?
Didn't mean that.
I was doing a daily report from Beijing at -30 and nothing.
Nothing. I know. But you're our go-to when it comes to the Logies, though. So,
Oh, thank you. I love you all.
We love your work. Thanks, Richo.
Thanks, mate.
See you soon.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Nova 937's It Pays to Know the News with Cash Converters. It pays to listen to the guys if you want to score a trip to Melbourne. And it pays to know the news on 7 News every night at 6.
All right, we're about to give away a trip for two to Melbourne.
Yeah, our first caller to answer our question correctly about last night's bulletin.
We'll win.
We'll win, absolutely. Alice gets the first opportunity. Good morning to you, Alice.
Morning, how are we going?
Good. Alice, were you watching 7 News last night?
I was. I watch 7 News every night.
Good girl. And did you take notes, though? Because this will be the first time it could actually really pay to watch the news.
I took mental notes.
Okay.
Whether that's going to be enough or not, we'll see how good my head was.
It's a bit of a deep cut. All right, here is the question that you need to answer. In the story about Ollie, the City to Surf ambassador and highest fundraiser, which Perth school's name was on his dad's wind cheater?
No, I got nothing, sorry.
That was a deep cut.
Okay, thanks, Alice. We go to Emma in Silver Sands. Morning, Emma.
Good morning.
Hi, Em. How are you feeling about that question? Now, it's going to ask you it again, but where you're sitting. Okay, let's go through it again.
You can always have a guess. You know. Okay, so the question is, in the story about Ollie, the City to Surf ambassador and highest fundraiser, which Perth school's name was on his dad's wind cheater?
I'll have to say Churchland Senior High.
It was not Churchland Senior High. Thank you, Emma. Tina's in Coogee. Hello.
Oh, hello.
You don't sound overly confident.
Oh, I've got his notes there. He raised over 6,000.
You did. I know. It's an amazing effort. Amazing effort by Ollie.
Tina, we're under the understanding that you watched the news twice to make sure you had...
Yeah.
Okay, so...
His sister's called Ruby.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to ask the question again and then just go deep within yourself because you saw it. Obviously, you've seen it twice. Okay, so in the story about Ollie, the City to Surf ambassador and highest fundraiser, which Perth school's name was on his dad's wind cheater? Go.
I don't know. I don't.
Time's up.
Sorry,
Tina.
Tina.
All right, we go on to Margaret in Padbury. Hello, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. It's a tough one this morning.
Margaret, yeah, we're starting hard. We're starting as we mean to finish. We need to pay real attention. So in the story about Ollie, the City to Surf ambassador and highest fundraiser, which Perth school's name was on his dad's wind cheater? Margaret?
Okay, this is a guess. Perth College.
Not Perth College.
PC, no, thank you,
Thanks for
Margaret.
having a crack, though, Marg. Marilyn, hello.
Morning.
Hi, Marilyn. Now, you were watching 7 News last night like everyone else?
Yeah, just like everyone else. I
Okay.
was watching very closely.
Okay, so in that story about Ollie, who's the City to Surf ambassador and highest fundraiser, which Perth school's name was on his dad's wind cheater?
Oh, this is a guess. Trinity College?
Not Trinity College.
It was Trinity.
Up for grabs is a trip for 2 to Melbourne with $500 spending money. We're trying to give this away, Shaun.
Maybe Ian from East Vic Park can get involved. Hi, Ian.
How you going, guys?
Good, mate.
I hope you're paying attention, Ian.
I remember the story.
Okay, maybe it's in there. So just go deep into your memory and just blurt out the first thing that you think of. In the story about Ollie, the City to Surf ambassador and highest fundraiser, which Perth school's name was on his dad's wind cheater?
I'm going to say Wesley College.
Wesley College, Ian.
Yeah.
Ian, you're right.
No way.
It was Wesley College. It was Wesley in big writing. Wesley.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And you
yeah.
scored a holiday to Melbourne for 2, Ian.
How good is that?
I know. Flights, accommodation, $500 spending money, all yours.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Hey, Ian, was that a guess or was that in the memory and then you just had to find it?
You know how they say, requestive or recessive memory? I think it was one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just went back in the filing cabinet.
Yeah, it was there.
Pulled the right file out.
Well done.
Well done, Ian.
Awesome.
That's how it's done, everybody. Make sure you're watching 7 News tonight.
Great question,
Because we'll
Nat.
have another question tomorrow. And now you know the level of detail we're looking for.
Very good.
Take notes.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
The weekend, of course, there was plenty of junior sports, Shaun, in your life in particular.
Yes.
But the weather was awful. How did you go?
Well, first of all, my daughter's netball was... they called it off for a while, a period, and then they came on and played the second half just down at Fremantle. So the weather was just horrendous. Those courts were soaked, absolutely soaked.
And there's no real, there's
no cover,
no shelter.
No.
Yeah.
So that was a good start. I was at Leederville Oval. My youngest son, he was playing footy there, and they had to stop the game. I think it was just after half time due to thunder and lightning. So they go off the ground for 15 minutes. All the umpires are in the hallway. I was having a bit of a chat to them. They were doing a good job. And then when it came back on, it started raining. From that point on, as it moved through the reserves game into the league game, Leederville Oval became like Beatty Park.
It would have just been an absolute, bog, was it?
Yeah, it was, but the water doesn't sink into
so it's like a lake sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
How crazy.
So they had to lob those quarters back to 12 minutes in that game.
Quarters, that's hilarious. I mean, it's like 2020 cricket, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was having lunch in Fremantle inside, thankfully, but at a place called Cassia, which is just across the road from Fremantle Oval, and they've got a coffee window at the front that you could see through to. And I noticed all these AFLW, the Fremantle Dockers women, were there getting coffee, and I thought they were playing. So their game was called off.
It's called off, yeah. My brother-in-law was there.
So that was a practice match, right, Scratchy?
Yes, they're only 2 weeks out from the start of the season.
And they had to abandon it because it was so dangerous. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I hadn't been to sporting events where the lightning and certainly the weather play such a part where they have to...
Yes, they've got a policy now, yeah. I remember when I was at school, at high school, we played aptly named Lightning Carnival in that sort of weather, and we're playing somewhere out in Morley, and netball. So netball, there's metal things into the sky next to you, and all our hair started standing on end, and we're going, oh, that's hilarious. That's when you absolutely should take cover. Like a lightning strike is imminent.
It's coming for you.
And they just, it's like, keep playing, next centre pass. It's like, we could have died, but they didn't care.
They don't care.
It's a lightning carnival, I guess, is what you sign up for.
Yeah, God, what a horrendous weekend for everyone. And when you said the weather before, the whole week is just going to be raining.
Yeah.
And at the moment, right, so the amateur footy final started on the weekend, or amateur leagues, they played their first week of footy, and it was just, obviously just belted down the whole time.
Grim.
But the
I know
junior
it's a winter
football,
sport and everything, but still.
And the junior football in the Eshromandel, South Fremantle district started their finals campaign. So at the moment, and looking forward to this weekend, it's still going to be raining.
Yeah.
But what happens to the grounds after that water sinks in?
They just get worse and worse and worse.
And then the sun comes out for one day and it all turns into clay. And then you try to run on that. And it's like running on a bitumen road. It's the worst ever.
Well, we've got to wait for the sun to come out. That's not happening anytime soon. So, fun time.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
She's got the book. She's got the book. She's got the book. She's got the book. And I go la 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 la. She's got the book.
Invest in your child's future with the Wise School Ready program, helping children under 5 flourish through early literacy and language development. Search the Y Early Learning.
We're counting down the days. This Friday, we are going to be celebrating Book Week from Cudale Primary School.
It's going to be amazing, actually. We were all looking forward to it.
That's right.
We're going to take a $5,000 donation.
I know.
Well, it's going to be a great check too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's that, and they can spend that on whatever they like. It could be new books for the library.
Yeah.
They might need new rubbish bins. We don't care. They can spend it on whatever they want. Book Week, of course, is all about dressing up. Last week, Nathan and I discussed how you, having not made a decision, you were just going to be left to your own devices and see what happens. And I said he'll just wear what he wore last year. What happened on Friday?
Well, one of you faltered and decided that they couldn't live with themselves unless they organise
Here's a hint, it wasn't me.
Okay. So that person who wasn't Natalie rang me when I was at the gym or was texting me to make sure that I...
With a whole list of links to a costume that was appropriate? Is that
Yes. And I like one of them straight away. And we went back and forth and we...
So without that, if that hadn't happened, what would have been your trajectory as far as organising a costume?
Well, I would wait till we left the show here on Thursday. I would go to the gym possibly or have a swim. I'd get home and probably about 3 or 4 p.m. on Thursday I would...
Go to Spotlight?
Yes.
And buy whatever was still available.
And not a minute earlier, by the way. Not 1 minute earlier.
And it would have been, the thought process would have been, oh, there's a pirate costume. I'm a pirate. Yeah?
That's exactly right. 100%. You know me too well.
I do know you very well.
But I think the stress, that would stress Nathan out.
Oh yeah, he couldn't handle that. Yeah. So that's why he's had to take the day off today, obviously, to deal with the stress of organising Shaun's costume on Friday, even though he said he definitely wasn't going to. Definitely wasn't going to. Well, we can't wait for Book Week. It's going to be an absolute pearl. We'll have some special guests and everything. And of course, stuff for you at home as well, because we don't want to leave anybody out. Book Week's very inclusive, isn't it?
It is, very much so.
All right, well, we're out of here. Tomorrow on the show, speaking of Book Week, Andy Griffiths, children's author. He's going to be joining us.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah,
We're still going to come back. We are, by the way, looking for our brainiest kids. So if you can go to novafm.com.au, we're looking for some real smart kids to take us on in the competition where they can win a grand. But other competitions still running?
Yeah, make sure you watch the Channel 7 News tonight and do your homework, because the question we asked this morning was about what the dad of one... There was a story about a kid who's the ambassador for the City to Surf. He's raised the most money, over $6,000. Amazing. But what we wanted to know was what school was written on his dad's wind cheater. That's the level of attention you need to pay to the Channel 7 News.
Well played.
Hello, Ross.
That's that's annoyingly detailed. I would suggest
it was big writing.
I'd suggest you tape the news, listen tomorrow morning. As soon as they ask the question, rewind to whatever ridiculous detail you've done. That's how you're going to win it.
But that's like an hour's worth.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how long it could take to answer your questions.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I see what you're saying.
Nath, back tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was like a parent helping their kid out with their homework last minute with your book week costume. You can't say what it is, can you?
No, I can say what it is.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with it. It was something I really liked.
Are you coming as the Fremantle Docker?
There we go. Now these guessed it in one.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.